I always feel like I always have like a ton of things going on in my brain, and then it's like as soon as I sit down in front of this camera to try and talk to you, it all just trying to figure out what the best direction to take the channel's going to be. Like, should I get a little more personal, or is this really not the avenue for that kind of thing? Really, I just think I'm overthinking it. We get so caught up in plans and how epic we want things to be and seeing other people's content, and it's really easy to get caught up in all the things you don't have. I live in a relatively small town in the middle of a gigantic state with no mountains, not really a lot to see. Everything's really flat. I fly by myself 90% of the time. I work a lot. I have 4 kids, a wife. We all have our stuff. We all have our things that we appreciate, but also kind of get in the way of the things that we feel we want or even should be doing. Oh, it's a hard balance. I know it looks scraggly right now. I quietly changed the name of the channel, so it went from GU to free. GU actually means free. It really means, I always saw it as freedom, but free is just the way the translation works. Free also works. And I also considered just going straight to GU, which I used to make music under just because. Then there's some artist from another country, rapper, that's going by GU. I was doing it first. Yes, I was doing it first. Before this GU guy, rapper, whatever, was doing it, I wasn't doing it big. But the music was published and it was out online. So could I sue? Could I? I don't know. It wasn't good music, so whatever. The music I made wasn't good. In Pittsburgh, I killed my Hero 7 throwing a wall tap and lost orientation, and the structure of the GoPro was fine, but the inner workings not so good. So I switched it out for Hero 8, which posed some challenges because the sizes are different, so I couldn't fit it in the mount, so I ended up just taking off the mount and strapping it old school to the frame, so that's interesting. So I have 2 old school chameleons, I have a rooster and a chameleon TI, and now I'm down to 1 marmot. Those are all my Armattan frames. Now I also have a mutiny, which I just broke the arms off of, so that's another one that's going to need to be rebuilt. And what's it called? I did a review on it. I can't think of the name right now. I'm just old. My phone's in the bedroom. It's gonna kill me if I don't check. Nemesis. The Nemesis. Yeah. So I also have a Nemesis and a Mutiny that I need to rebuild. I like the Nemesis because it was just a really good, smooth flight experience. Matt, is there a modification for that? Can I put a Hero 8 on there? Because I think that would be really good on that frame. Alright, so this is the radio that I started flying in the beginning. Spektrum DX9. My 2 OG chameleons, a rooster, my Nemesis are all still on the original Spektrum protocol. So I moved up to the Spektrum DX9. I didn't necessarily do it for the DX9 itself. I bought it used from Dalton Schultz. He's the guy that designed the Lil Deuce frames, if you all are familiar with that. You know, Austin is kind of a hidden gem when it comes to FPV. You guys may not have noticed that, but there's some decent names here. What I was actually going for was the TBS Crossfire. So he sold me the Crossfire unit with this radio. Together, he was into the micro thing at the time, pretty much exclusively, and he wasn't planning on using his radio anymore. So gave me a good deal on it. So got that, and I started using it. I've been using it ever since. But I don't carry two radios, so those older quads that were still in the old protocol, I never really had a chance to swap them over. So that was one of the projects that I was finally getting to. Little setback, but working it out. The thing is, this video isn't really about anything. I don't really like what have I been up to videos. Nobody follows me like that. I just like making videos. For the few of you that do care, I've been flying sims a lot. Like, a lot. I've actually been flying the DRL sim. Currently, my goal is to get to at least 80th in each track. The goal for that isn't necessarily just to be better than everybody else, it's just to gain familiarity with each of the tracks. So I figure, you know, push myself on each one till I at least get to that level, and then move on to the next one and get more familiar. And then the plan is, once I have gotten some familiarity with every single one of the tracks, then either I'm going to circle back around and start fine-tuning my knowledge of each of the tracks so I can get faster and faster and faster, or I'll start like racing real people. So come join me. I don't know. That's goofy. So yeah, like I said, this video isn't about anything. It's like a freaking Seinfeld episode. I'm just here talking to you. But what else is up? Well, there is a quarantine going on, but honestly, it hasn't really affected me that much. I do have to keep working, so that hasn't been interrupted. My commute to work has been slightly better. The thing is, I work at night. I work a graveyard shift, so I already travel during a time frame when most people aren't on the road. So, I mean, Tuesdays it gets a little bad, but for the most part, I mean, it's only gotten marginally better. I mean, it all sucks. I mean, it's definitely affected my life, especially via my children, because now, you know, just found out today that school is canceled for the rest of the year. Not canceled, but, you know, actual going to the brick and mortar site is canceled for the rest of the year. So distance learning for the rest of the year, yay. And my wife might have to go back to school, so that's going to pose a challenge. That's why the lovely baby face is unkempt. My beard is not combed. My hair is uncut. It is what it is. You know, world's a crazy place right now. World is really crazy right now. Hopefully all of you are safe. Hopefully all of you are well. Your families are well. Hopefully you're protecting yourself, you're covering your face, you're not getting too overly riled up by conspiracy theories and pointing blame. And focusing on all the things that you can't control. Don't do that. Just focus on the things you can control, and we'll all get through this. In the meantime, just try and make the most of it, and yeah. Hopefully you'll be seeing a lot more content coming out on the channel, and yeah. I don't really expect this to get too many views. Alright, but no. Yeah, have a good day, and yeah. Peace.